Now, all the while I was on the ride today on the R1, I was thinking about back in the day when Karen and I were both members of the gym, and how much I didn't enjoy it that much. And I really thought I was getting more exercise. I'd go for a 3 hour ride on any of my bikes, and I'd get more exercise and be more tired than working out at the gym and getting all sweaty and everything. And anyway, Karen agreed. She said, let's just quit the gym. And she bought a treadmill, and I bought more motorcycles. And you can share this adventure with us today on the open road in 4K. Just adjust your device. Now, I always think riding motorcycles, any kind of bike, dirt bikes, street bikes, trial bikes, it wouldn't even matter. It's better exercise than joining a gym. For me, it is anyway. It works for me. Maybe it works for you too. But number two, it's more fun. I belonged to a gym for over a year. I thought it was going to keep me in great shape, and Karen belonged to it too, and we were younger. Nothing beats riding motorcycles, in my opinion, and it's even better if you ride a little aggressively and you get into it and move your hips a little bit. It's great exercise. And it's even better exercise if you do all the maintenance and cleaning and pre-flight the bike every day like I do, and well, everything you do, it's all exercise, and it all seems to add up in the end. Once the bike is pre-flighted and cleaned, it's pretty much ready. We're ready to get out on the open road, and it looks like it's going to be a spectacular day. Karen has a bunch of stuff here, and including some work we have to do on the farm, and picking some of the things from our garden. We got quite a haul today. And of course, feeding the fish always number one. I always want to water in any of my flowers. Now, some of the flowers that Karen planted, these lilies are doing great. Some of them, they're on a comeback trail. And our hydrangea was damaged in a storm recently. It looks like it's making a nice comeback. But of course, the big thing is the bike. And the tomatoes. Now, Guy and I are having a war with see who can get the most tomatoes. He was here the other day, and we gave him some of our groceries. I'm sure we're going to get some tomatoes from him soon. Anyway, the bike is pretty much ready to go. So this is this morning's harvest. Guy was here last night. We harvested just a few things. This morning, we got a nice, guess we're going to be having carrots for supper, huh?
Salad.
Salad. Oh, these birds, they just never stop eating. They're like me, I guess. So my always predictable routine is done. I'm ready to get out on the open road. And today I'll be thinking about the fun I'm having as opposed to the people over there sweating and lifting weights. It doesn't seem to matter what bike I ride or what riding position you're in, or to be honest, just riding a bike period is exercise. I don't know what there is about it, and in my case I'm on and off the bike many times, shooting pictures, shooting video, and whatever. So it's all, but every step of it is exercise. Now when you think about the difference, yeah, and probably there's some case to be made at the gym, and you do this and you do that and you exercise your lower ankles, and then you're exercise your ears and everything. But when you're on a motorcycle, you're exercising everything, and the main thing you're exercising is your brain. Your brain is very alert as to what's going on, especially if you're riding a little bit aggressively. When I told my cardiologist, I passed the level 3 stress test, and he says, wow, he was pretty impressed and everything. He says, what do you do to stay in shape? I said, I ride motorcycles as many days as I possibly can. He was shocked, absolutely shocked. trying to think of one muscle you don't use. Half of the time you're holding on for dear life or leaning or whatever. It really is. It really is a good workout to ride a motorcycle. It really is. Now, another thing I didn't like about the gym, they always had some music that I didn't find entertaining. They never played the music I really enjoy. But anyway, too many young people there, I guess. But anyway, the music I listen to in my 2 or 3 hour rides here, that music never goes out of style, in my opinion. And because I've owned this bike since it was new, 15 years now, 38,000 miles, it has been over-maintained, I'm sure. I did a lot of little custom touches to it, but the biggest one was those headlight replacement scoops to make it look like Josh Hayes' bike. I'm not sure Josh Hayes would be impressed. They were not available anywhere. I had to make them. That was quite a big job. And I love the blue paint. Everybody knows I love blue paint. I waited a long time to get a blue one right from the factory. Now, I was thinking something even better. What about people that go to a gym and I see motorcycles parked at gyms. They get the workout at the gym and then they go for a ride. That's probably the best of all worlds. And of course, the worst of all worlds is to ride a mile or two up to the local McDonald's or something and sit and eat junk food all day, or even worse, go to a bar and then go out for a ride after you're drunk. So between Karen and I, we've come up with a good lifestyle that I think serves us both well. We eat a lot of vegetables, most of them right from our garden in the summer, and we buy them in the winter, but we eat a lot of vegetables. That combined with a reasonable amount of exercise, and anybody that thinks 3 hours on an R1 is not a lot of exercise probably means you've never ridden an R1. And probably a dirt bike is even more exercise. The problem is in our part of the country, there's virtually no place left convenient that you can ride legally unless you are willing to risk, well, who knows what. But it's good exercise. And almost everyone that I've ever taken, I've led a lot of rides in my life. And I've taken people to this section of the world, and we've gone through the back roads. Almost every one of them really like this area. And getting to ride a different bike every day, every other day, it just makes it so much more interesting than if you're locked into one bike and one riding area or one place to go every day. I saw somebody on YouTube that cut the whole front of the R1 off. It must have had an accident. Cut it off and glued it to the wall like they put a deer head up. I don't know about that. That's probably some kind of wall art or something. I don't know, but I thought that was pretty cool anyway. But anything you do for exercise is definitely worth it. And after my roughly 100-mile-a-day ride, pretty close to it anyway by the time you get back to the farm, I think the amount of exercise I get is even better, and I've said it over and over again, but I really mean it. I think it's something I've stumbled upon in life that has helped me. I'm going to be 79 by maybe by the time you read that, you get to see this. But right now, after a great day of riding, it's time to get back to the farm and Karen and get some exercise on the farm. Hey, I'm back home. You got some iced tea for me? All right. How's the farm cooking? Farm is doing great. The ride is great. Life is good. And we try to share it all on our channel. So maybe you do enjoy a gym membership more than I did, but it's all in the eye of the beholder anyway. And I didn't take to this, you know, running on a treadmill and lifting weights. This is the kind of weights I like to lift. And it has served me well. Believe it or not, you think it's a joke, but it isn't. You ride motorcycles and you will be in better shape than if you join a gym. I think so anyway, but I'm probably wrong. Anyway, it's all in the eye of the beholder. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button if you did, and thank you so much for watching.